Hello folks, we're back. Let's try to play a few more 1v1s today. Let's see how this goes. I think yesterday I played one or two team games offline. And let's see how the maps work today. Probably a disaster. Says that I will play this time. Oh, why not? I'll play with the Magyars this time. I remember we did play with Britons like some days ago. That was kind of fine. Obviously, I wish you all a good Friday, a good weekend, and happy holidays if that is the case. Somebody from Finland. Ooh, let's fight him. Arabia. Oh, a Magyar's mirror. Well, that's kind of interesting. Not. It's gonna be more complicated than I think. See that I'm in the corner. As usual. No, I'm just kidding. This kind of here. Two more front. I think the play when you go against Magyars is you can expect CA. That's the typical stuff. That's good. Findings. He has a good score, I suppose. Could be one of those accounts, you know? Yeah, fours as well. That's good. Let's explore the map. He has to be around here. Let's check him out. The worst outcome possible. 3 of those taken away. Interesting. And he's already going for wood. Well, that could be concerning. It was not too good, but it will work. Actually, let's do something a little bit more aesthetic. Obviously, he's exploring the map as well. He's got a good score lead. He has been exploring the map. That's... Not sure what he could be doing, but a lot of stuff is possible. I'm loomed, buddy. You can try your shit. He tries to block me. You know what this smells? It's gonna be a scout rush. If it's gonna be a scout rush, I need to prepare myself, which is gonna take time, and I doubt there's time. Shit, he made the barracks. The guy is a pro. He walled like a crazy dude. Like, that's a Smurf account. We're facing a Smurf, guys. That means that the game is rigged. We're gonna lose. I knew it. Of course. The guy has like 200 tricks on his sleeves. We cannot win. Actually, I will look his account because I think he's smurfing. Yeah, it is. It is a smurf account, so... I see like his stats, and they're an instant giveaway. But... So it is a smurf account. If it is a smurf account, I'll just switch to... Oh, fuck you. That's verbal abuse, idiots. And also, I'm going to unmute him. To mute him, actually. I'm closed. You will not be able to come in that simply. Let's also report him for being a Smurf account. Why do the villagers go outside and they're not expected to go outside? That's a Smurf. So Smurf. Another Smurf account. Might be a little bit greedy doing this, but sometimes you have to do what you have to do. Don't scare me. This is just a smurf. We might have to resign at some point in time. This guy's level 3 awards, for your information. Level 3 awards is a smurf account certification. It is. Like, the guys who get this are like the top pro players. So we already have a smurf. Because he thought that I was not seeing him. Of course I was seeing him. How wouldn't I see him? Good thing that he's not able to break in yet. Holy shit, we need to close this. Close this and close this. We also need no. Aha! What a distraction, just trying to prey on every single second of inattention. Good. Good. Oh, you think that I was stupid? Well played, Smurf. As usual, it's nice to be a 3K player, coming around and pretending to not be a 2K player. He went up fast. Oh, that's rude. Let's leave. That's a Smurf account. It's a Smurf account, by the way. So the game was rigged. It's very easy to spot that you're dealing with one of these Smurf clowns. Like you see level 3 awards. Level 3 awards being given on low elos is not normal. And this dude is obviously a very high pro player. You see this. This kind of award, level 3 explore 9 times achieved. How many players have this award? Probably less than 0.5%. So that's less than 100 people in the entire player base in the world. This guy is a Smurf, guaranteed. Less than, look, 0.4% of players worldwide, which is perhaps less than 70 people, have this award. So it was a Finnish pro account, and because it was a very high pro player, let's see who is top in Finland. I don't buy it when you create an account at deals I'm in. Generally, it's a very pro account. This has to be a top pro. And let's check out Finland, right? On top of being a Smurf, he also was like a little bit disgusting. He dared to call me gays just because he felt like calling it. And you know, if this would be in real life, I would sort this issue in a different manner. And he probably would not speak after the first time he would say that, let alone even do anything. Let's see. Finland could be one of these. Rating, so it's the highest rated players that play against me, guaranteed. Let's see the active players. 9 hours ago, 12 hours. Essentially, anybody between the 2.6 and perhaps 1.4. That's the types of Smurfs I was fighting. Now, obviously, I know that this guy's the first, Veliz. Let's see how many level 1 awards he has, level 3 awards. You see, these guys have level 3 awards. So for me, the guys that Smurf, and the guy that was Smurfing on my game, it's one of the guys that has this level 3. And it doesn't make sense that you get level 3 awards being a low elo account. That means that account is being played by high elo players. This one, level 3 awards. Again, it checks out. Level 3 awards. And I guess it's Explorer. You see, this kind of thing, it shows off that the player I was fighting, and he had 9 times Explorer in that account, is obviously someone who is used to do that. So it was one of the top players I was playing. And, that's why I don't feel bad when uh, I go for one of these clown games. Oh my goodness. Well, I just found myself a mega Smurf, a Finnish Smurf. And I tell you, well, it was like a short game, basically a clown game. And this guy I played, let's see if not this thing. Wait, in between windows, this here. It was a Finnish Smurf account. So I was looking at the pro players because when you look at the highest accounts, you can see the kind of awards they have. And the guy was fighting was this. A dude that has Explorer Awards 9 times. And I just checked out, 900 elo. A guy that is like 960 elo and gets this award is suspicious. Obviously now you're 900 something, but it's always suspicious. The guy was playing Magyars as well, but when you see this, it's always something to raise alarms. So I looked here, Explorer 9 times achieved. I clicked, and you'll see the numbers of players that have this award. It's like 0.4% of players. So this has to be a super pro player account. It's like one of the best players worldwide. You have less than 100 people playing with this kind of award. Why it takes ages to open the page of awards? Why exactly does it take? Okay, here. Percentage of map played on greater than 75%. Wow. So it's less than 88 accounts or 100 accounts that have this award. It was a Smurf. This one is a clear straightforward. The guy instantly said, "Oh, you're gay." Yeah, right. You have no arguments. But it was like straightforward. Next. Well, let's ban him. I also need to ban that guy because obviously it's. If I'm fighting the top Finnish players who are 2.6k, I'm not gonna win, right? Not in my elo. I might win them someday, but not today. Uh, let's see. I need to copy paste that. Ah, I cannot copy paste that easily. The awards. I want to copy paste. Yeah, okay. Now I can. Good. Here. And it instantly switched to another account. That's typical. Yeah, it's a copy pasta. And This is like an account that is just there to smurf on others. Like when you see level 3 awards, check the percentage of people that get that, and if it's like 0.4, 0.5%, you're fighting the highest pro players using a Smurf account. Like it's obvious. Even if they tell you otherwise. Let's keep fighting. You know, I don't clown down just because of a Smurf. So I got like a steal of 16 or I don't know how many points. Yeah, I got like a forced loss of that. And I'm ready after that crazy. I don't know what. Sometimes I check the players because I like to see if the chances I can have against that guy. I think it's this account in this case. There's no indication, you know, there's no level 3 award here, like the dangerous ones. But this account is kind of like active at times. So we'll see. That's the account I'm going to fight, I think. I'm going to play with Magyars because that's what I intended to play in the previous game. In the session, I will be playing with Magyars. Just just in terms of curiosity, if you check the accounts that have Explorer level awards, you check the top pro players in Finland, like it was Veliz and others, they all have Explorer level awards, like hundreds of times achieved. And I tell you that the guys who get 9 times Explorer in one account, level 3, they also get Explorer in any other account. You know, it's like the playstyle of the player. Just because you change accounts, that doesn't mean your playstyle will change. And that's how you figure out that it has to be a pro account. Like, come on, if all the pro players on the top have level 3 awards, it has to be a pro player, right? It doesn't make any sense otherwise. I like to check the data for inconsistencies. You know, it's like that moment you say, ah, I busted a Smurf. But and always when you're playing against a Smurf, I also realized one thing. They'll always say, "Oh, you play so bad. Why you're still playing?" Don't buy anything of that. You know, they will say anything to make you feel bad. But they're the ones who actually uh, should say bad things to themselves because they're on the wrongdoings. Because look, if I end up creating a new account to, for example, just Smurf on, for example, like T90 Zuckles, like I'm extrapolating, I know, but if I would do that, there would be no consequences. I would be Smurfing on him nonstop. I would say to him, "Hey, why you play so bad? Why you're still playing this game?" That's exactly that kind of mentality. Anyway, I don't do it. I'm not that low. There's like a human failure component every time you accept to Smurf on someone who you know is deliberately weaker than you. And so you say, "Oh, it could be an honor for the guy that ends up being smurfed." No, it's not an honor. It's more like a dishonor for the guy who needs to smurf down than on the other way. And anything else is like a misreading. The reasons why I don't smurf is that I know it's not going to give a fair match to my opponent. I could do it, but I refuse to do it. It's just my way of doing things. Oops. That's a good spot. Could be worse. Of course, we're housed. And meanwhile, let's loom. Armenians, oh, that's a problem, Civ. With Armenians, I can expect the longswords on feudal age, which is a problem. And I'm a little bit late here. I should have like I need to go up, but at the same time I need the berries. Why not? Why not getting these things like the deers? When the DLC of the Armenians came out, I actually was like a little bit pissed off, like usual, and I got more pissed off with the Chinese DLC because it's just gimmicks. Like everybody needs to go Council Age to make longswords, but here Armenians, you can start producing them since Feudal Age. And there are certain civs that it just doesn't make any sense. For example, the Cuman Second Town Center in Feudal Age. Why should you get free bonus and other civs not? Things that don't make any sense. And I think it's with additions of that kind, with gimmicks of that kind, and those gimmicks started with the Burgundian Cavaliers in Castle Age. You're just creating more imbalances to the game. But you know, who cares about imbalances? It's just about finding a cool DLC and getting people to buy it, irrespective of the damage it does to the game balance. It's unfortunate, I think. You know, we're like prioritizing short-term greed over long-term planning and sustainability. I think it's a funnier game if the game is balanced, rather than have civs that unbalance it all. Another problem, for example, the Ethiopian archers. It's another crazy stuff. Why do they need to fire 35% faster than any other civ? So what's the deal with that? If I have scouts against that, it's unstoppable. Uh-oh. Oh, unlucky. That was unlucky. Sometimes a player can think he's smart, but it's just luck. That's unlucky. We're still missing here another boar, or... So imagine... Who knows where the scouts are? My god. It's good to see that other players also have this similar problem. And, there was a game where I actually was successful in stealing an enemy sheep. But it's not very typical, kind of. I'm going to do something risky. I'm not sure if you would approve this, but... There we go. You know, I would rather... do this. Try to get myself a few extras. The villagers are loaned, so even if they come, like, for a scout rush, I'm going to try to get this done. Go for the gold. And get this. Perhaps a little bit less on that. There's the issue of wheel balance. I'm not sure this is like a map I like. I just try to adapt, like most of the cases. We also need the archery range. I mean, it's kind of expected for him to come. That. The thing is that our food supply is going up, and we're gonna need that. Let's see. Actually, Mr. is gonna close this. And let's see if we can go up, like, super fast. I mean, we're facing Armenians, it's something good to do, right? We still need food. Unfortunately, there's not enough food to go up. Oh, wait. I have to. I have to because this guy is Armenians and we cannot play with that shit. We can do long swords. And I will need like the long swords. Something against that. This. We're fighting Armenians. Armenians can make long swords in feudal age. And my archers are too weak against that. I also could try knights. First I should have get the wood and only then doing this upgrade. Yes, they can. It's a civ with gimmicks. Gimmicks means that you are getting free things where you should not. Essentially. Let me explain. Every civ can do longswords by castle age, with the 2 upgrades of militia to men-at-arms in feudal and men-at-arms to longswords in castle age. What happens is that the Armenians, I think, either get these upgrades for free and 1 age earlier. So you get it. It's gonna be rigged if you think that you think that with archers, with feudal age archers, you can stop longswords in castle age. No, you can't. And he already went castle age. This is ridiculous. This guy is too strong. It's a smurf. 16 minutes castle age. It's too perfect. So it's a smurf account. He's gonna steamroll us. This game is also like crap. That's what happens, you know. When I come at the night, at night times, most of the accounts are like smurfs. And there's just no way for me to play that. I still don't have 800 foods. It's so annoying. I cannot go fast castle, you see. There's this problem. Wait, no I can, but he's already fast castle and he's Armenians. It's even worse. It's like so much worse. At 16 minutes to go castle age, you're a smurf account. In 900 you'll guaranteed. There's no doubt. I'm being sarcastic. No, it's like super strange. Super strange. Okay, that's that's just a confirmation of a smurf, kind of. You know, they never tell you the truth, but by the lines of this kind of justification, you see that it doesn't make any sense. So there you have it. It's a smurf. Look at the score difference. When is he gonna steamroll us? Minute 16, minute 20, or minute 22? Well, let's just watch, right? At least. I'm good. You know, I'm being sarcastic. So the guy's a smurf. Like, he's self-confessed. He's already castle age. He's already having like 2 or 3 town centers if the guy's heavy on echo. Not good. He can castle in my face. There's too many things. I also lost my scout earlier on, but it was due to accident. Not to any particular sloppiness on my part. And obviously I'm super uncomfortable because you gotta do what you gotta do when you're Armenians. There goes the scout. Probably will die. A scout near my base, that's strange. That's super strange. I think he's going to collect the relics. That. See? Knights. A bunch of knights. And if I'm not that fast doing this, I'm dead. You know, the only thing that can save me for now is this. A bunch of knights. Look at how aggressive this player is. It's not easy to fight against these Smurfs. They have everything pinpoint, you know, it's like a missile. He's gonna break in. There's no way I can stop that. This is so tough. There's no time for me. Like, for each APM, he's doing like 10 or 20 actions per minute. And I'm having idle villagers as a result of this. What is this villager doing? What is this? What? Oh, and I have already siege in my base. Look, this is a Smurf. This is a Smurf. Like, I'm switching to another game. It's like demoralizing to... What? The hell he's not smurfing. Look, he has already like 2 siege things near my base. I also need pikes, but how can I do pikes if I'm under constant attack threat? Is the score difference 5,000 or 8,000? What is the score difference right now? Oh wait. No, I still have something. And yes, he's going to choke me. This is a Smurf. This is a Smurf. You're too perfect. He doesn't even react. There tells you. Smurf. I'm forced to do siege because otherwise there's no way for me to get that. Check the score difference. Always ahead. The guy's always ahead. Even though there was no villager being killed, he's always ahead. He's gonna choke my gold, and I really have no way to stop this. I'm already like telling that there's no way for you to say you're not smurfing. I know you. Like, what do you get? Is it the joy of stopping players from playing this game? Seeing their reactions? What's the point? Doesn't even react, so there it goes. Some armors. Yes, I'm missing upgrades, but you know, it's not about the upgrades. It's about the fact that you're fighting someone who's probably 2,000 elo above you in his main account. Spamming knights like non-stop. And this is how you lose elo in this game. Basically, a smurf comes to derank you, and there's nothing you can do about that. Just watch. You see that he's not even like wasting any time here. He knows that he has an army, a castle. The guy's trolling me. A mangonel. Will I have time to make a mangonel? I'm not sure. Will I have time to make a defensive castle? Probably not. Making armors, why not? But look at the guys, just knights, knights, knights. It's not gonna work. The guy is either a 3k smurf or a 2k clown smurf. No ballistics, that's obvious. Will he follow my... Okay. Ah, now he moves. Now he moves. Ah. There you go, Smurf. So I killed a mangonel from Mr. Smurf, right? Because Smurf's gonna win always, the whole freaking time. You just need to Smurf. And that's how you win in this game. Just Smurf. Perfect counters. Everything is too perfect by Mr. Perfection. If I try to do anything, I don't have time. He has time to do 10,000 things. Everything is protected. I'm going to lose my knights, but he's also going to lose his siege. Aha! Would you like that or not? Now I'm going to deny your gold. And of course, now I'm forced to fight indoors against Mr. Super Mega Smurf. Well, he lost a knight. Maybe he'll walk some more. Let's put these out. Get lost, Smurf. Yeah. They're disgusting, right? These Smurf accounts. And obviously they rigged the game so that you cannot even win. Thank you. You give me your gold, I conquer it. And I think he's gonna come, you know, because he's such a stubborn dude. You know, little I can do, but at least I will do this. This was crazy here. I don't know how you survive against this kind of crazy dudes. These Smurfs on steroids. Ah, he already has those. So there you see. He's open? Well, actually he's not. There's this I can do. This is so hard. I'm fighting against an account which obviously is fake Elo. And it's obvious Smurf. Fortified churches. Look, it's another gimmick problem in this game. The guy is at least ridiculous, I think. He tried to boom, but it's just the play from this aggressive Smurf is literally impossible. I feel I'm behind. Oh, that. Another problem is that my farms are not as efficient as his farms. Again, I keep telling you, this game has such problems. And those problems are the gimmicks. Civs that get for free things that they should not. Armenians get echo bonus for free with fortified churches. Like, why? Why is that? Because some dude decided that it was a good idea for game balance when it's obviously not. It's horrible. That. Look, our score is actually quite high. How is that possible? Well, it just means that he's messing around. He has to be messing around. He's not here. He has moved. Where is he? Of course he's imp. Oh, he wouldn't be imp. Like, what a surprise. You have a civ that allows you to have far better echo than me in late and early game stages. And then how can I compete against that? I obviously cannot. So now he's going for his elite unit upgrades. And unfortunately, I cannot do as much. Like, I can do this and that, but it's very limited. Where is he? The guy is a Smurf. He already confessed it. Of course I am not a Smurf. Look at this. I don't care if I'm smart. I'm always going to be the stupid dumbass if I'm facing a hyper super mega Smurf. You know that, right? Smartness is not a relevant factor in this game. Just being a Smurf douchebag is, unfortunately. I mean, someday it might change, but not today. You know that it's useless for you to be a smart player if you're facing somebody who is 2k or 3k elo higher than you. Not easy. Look at this army. How can I fight this army? The guy's Imperial Age. He has three fortified churches. Armenians get free upgrades. Doesn't make any sense. So what am I going to do? I'm going to like try to stop. Try to delay as much as I can. But what can I delay if I'm late stage? I can't. I'll try to do some more echo and whatever. He has the advantage. Every single tool in his favor right now. I also need gold. Everything is super calculated by Mr. Smurf, obviously. And I have to hurry because the guy just wants to get here as fast as possible. And I think he knows what I'm doing. I'll keep spamming and perhaps use a market to buy upgrades. This is ridiculous. No, not this. This. This upgrade has been missing. That explains already how monstrous this game has been. Warrior priests, what is this? I need this. Even if I do my upgrades, nothing is gonna save me here. You see, he wants to smurf here, get inside as fast as possible. This is a smurf account. You know, he's just what it is. You know, you're fighting like babies. Because if you need to get yourself a match against a deliberately weaker player than you, no. Thanks, Smurf. No, so the guy's saying I'm doing good. Look, I'm not going to do good if I have D-rankers coming into my matchmaking system the whole time, with the purpose to deny me the rank I should be in, and you know it. The guy even makes advices like, what is this? This is the insanity of this game. You have the Smurf giving advices to the non-smurf so as to pretend that this game was fair when it was never. The guy is like clowning me non-stop. It's not difficult to realize that so many good players in upper elos would instantly die against this. The thing is that since they're not playing against these players, I'm the one playing them, and that's why they don't lose against them. In other words, you only lose, you only win the games you don't play. No, not my echo. His echo, and I explained it. The Armenians have a cynical amount of echo upgrades. And I'll tell you, they have the fortified churches, which basically allows their farms to work 15% faster. It's like the Poles' full work. And, well, I could use this. I'll try to mass these stuffs, you know, this is my best option. Shit, man. The score says nothing, you know it, right? We lost gold units over there. And I'm going to keep making a little bit more of these stuffs. These are anti-cavalry units. Nothing works. The only thing that works against composite bowmen, unfortunately, is skirmishers. I don't have time to make skirmishers. This is the truth. So the guy is Smurf. There's nothing I can do. I can mess a little bit more of these. I can try this, but look, the guy is just steamrolling me non-stop. Of course, you need to choose what you want to protect. That's a crazy clown. Let's leave. I don't resign to a Smurf account. That's a Smurf account. This is a Smurf account. The fortified churches are not ordinary buildings. So, well played, Smurf. Now, also, that Smurf. Yeah. I don't care. So, I say well played Smurf because he's smurfing. I will say well played or GG to a player who is playing on his real elo and is not being dishonest, not being somebody who's using his 2000 Smurf account. No, I don't buy it. No, thanks. I'll keep playing and I don't care if I get deranked, you know. For me, it's more people, it's more important that people realize that there are still non-smurf players in this game who refuse to smurf like me, and we're not gonna clown it. We're just not gonna clown it. This guy was a Smurf account. Oh, so the thing I was telling you about Armenians, Armenians is a very complicated civ. First, they got a lot of gimmicks. I told you about the fact that they can get long swords in Feudal Age and men at arms like in Dark Age, I think something like that, and pikemen instantly in Feudal Age. Then they can also get this fortified church is no ordinary building because it boosts your farmers' work rate. So your farmers become 15% more productive because of that. Let's see, Armenians. Armenians. I mean, these small informations are like not irrelevant. They change. The mule carts. You don't need to make mining camps. You don't need to make lumbers. So that's also um, that's he doesn't. The mule carts essentially look. All the other civs need to build lumber camps. They need to build mining camps, and they need to build mills. I think this guy doesn't need to do that. Just mule carts, and that's it. And the fortified church, he also gets a free relic, and he gets 15% like productivity on his farms. So this guy obviously was undefeatable, a Smurf. Uh, I'm not gonna get played against him, but I will ban him on the next occasion. I don't say, oh, you're smurfing. I don't admit that you're better. No, he's a better player. He's gonna squash me. But it's not a player in the CeeLo. It's a player whose main account is obviously leagues and miles ahead of mine, and that's why I keep deranking. When I'm facing these accounts. I know in my experience, when I face non-Smurf accounts, it's completely different. And that's it. There's no problem in admitting defeat to a Smurf. What you have to do is you have to recognize if you're dealing with a Smurf account and just proceed accordingly, right? Because I've seen what for those who have been in casinos and you know what's a rigged game, right? So if you know what's a rigged game, you just react differently. It's like a football game. You rig the match, you make a certain penalty on certain minutes, you take 12 minutes to decide a situation that clearly and straightforward is not a penalty, but somehow, because you were paid 500,000, I don't know what, carrots or zlotys, or I'm not just joking, you decide after those 12 minutes of reflection with the video referee that it had to be a penalty when the sports commentators, they just needed 30 seconds to just say that it was not a penalty situation. So it's this kind of things that, you understand that the games are rigged. And most of the accounts, unfortunately, are played by Smurfs. I mean, this is what it is. There are players like, for example, the players who are playing this game are people who've always played this game, or people who have been playing this game with pro accounts. So you don't have new players coming to this game because of the extremely toxic environment in what concerns these pro accounts using Smurf accounts. These pros, they're using Smurf accounts, and basically, if the game is already impossible, I think it's impossible even for me, like semi-pro and all those things. Imagine what it is for a starting player. It's even worse. They are not gonna come. They're not gonna come. And that's exactly what a lot of people say in the videos, like T90, even Era says, the new players are having it horrible. They don't come. They're not gonna lose 10 games straight on purpose and expect the 11th game to be good because by the third or the fourth game they're out. The new players. And I think it's just a matter of fairness. Like, why should I fight somebody who is using a Smurf account and whose main account is 3k or 2.8k to go up 20 points when somebody else is fighting someone who is just like 100 more elo in his main account because it's a lesser Smurf. And so I have to fight a much harder Smurf to go up 13 points than somebody else. This is like discrimination, right? And I think this is a problem in the game. So don't trust Elo. Trust the players and their integrity, I guess. Even if I lose like 20 matches in a row, always watch what kind of opponents I'm facing. And that's the most important thing. Like, I know some people just play this game to win. Yeah, good luck for them. Because you're not gonna win if you're not a Smurf. Most of the times. One thing that strikes me also is the arrogance of the Smurfs. Oh, you were doing this until that moment. Dude, you'll always act wrong if you're playing against a deliberately stronger player. Any challenge that you can try, of course you can try, but what's the point if is always going to overpower you, right? The point of a challenge is that it is you are given conditions to defeat your opponent, not just formal conditions. You're given real conditions. I mean, otherwise, if it's just that if you're not given real opportunities, it's just like great, right? You don't care about that. Now we're facing Mongols. Let's see what kind of Mongol opponent we get. A few months ago, I probably would be pissed off if I would face constantly Smurfageddon, but at this stage, no, it doesn't matter. It's more important for me that I come online, that people realize that I'm doing what I can against players who want to make sure sometimes that they sabotage my games so that I lose on purpose and they try to make me look bad. And I think it's more important that they see my real colors, right? That I'm still trying to play this game without rigging it, unlike other people, which obviously are rigging it. I also keep saying, the guys who want to smurf, you're just killing the game. You probably don't care, right? You don't give a fuck. But you're killing the player base. At least new players are refusing to play because you're smurfing constantly. But you don't care, right? What matters is to smurf and to humiliate people who obviously possess 10 or 20 times lesser skills than you. Civ-wise, I would say Mongols is favorite in this map. The Mongols always have more tools and better tools than other civs because of hunting bonus, and there's a little bit of hunting here. Okay, what can I do here? Another mill. If I do this, yeah, okay, I will do that. He's exploring the map, obviously he does well. Let's see if I go up. Okay, we go up. This... I know, it must be very demoralizing for those, yo, he's trying to play games, he's doing his best, and instead of improving, because obviously if you compare this player for like the skills he had months or years ago, he's doing much better, and instead of improving, he's deranking. I'm being deranked, you know, because you're playing against Smurf accounts. That's the reason why so many people have stopped playing this game. But the difference is that on lower elos, the situation is way, way worse than above 1000, above 1100. So what I say is that the people who were playing this game 2 or 3 years ago in 1200 or 1100 have it way much easier because they're not going to get these monsters. And the people who started like at the time but were playing... Oops, that was dangerous. But the people who started to play this game at that time on lower elos, and of course they were not good, they deranked normally, but then they started to improve. They are never going to pass the 1000 threshold right now because it's infected with Smurf accounts. Every time I try to go up, I face a plethora of Smurfs. And even if I win one game, it's like for each win I get like 4 losses against Smurf accounts. Oh, he's also... Oh my god. I already feel bad. He has more vills, he's already doing the fishing. He's probably gonna go for... Anyway, he's open, I know that. I think I'm gonna lose this game. A dock here, like... Everything is super forward. What is this? He knows where my stone is. This is a problem. Like... And remember, Mongols has the option to go hyperspeed fast castle. And I think he will go. I'll check Johnny D, you know, because this guy is from Cyprus. And by this time, Cyprus is super late. So I'd say it's a pro account. Kind of difficult to play these games. I also tell players, don't feel bad when you see, oh, this player is smurfing. No, just say it. But of course, not everybody reacts the same way. I'm sure the guy's gonna go super fast castle and like I'm mid feudal and the guy's already like doing 4-step lancers or some crazy shit. The typical smurf play. That. Also, one of the problems in this game is that everybody's doing exactly the same things. So it means that the guy who does the things slower, at a little bit slower pace, always loses. You're 1 second behind, you're gonna lose by 1 second, which is stupid, I think. It takes out a lot of creativity from the game. I think it should be the main focus skill and not mashing your buttons as fast as possible, which is currently the focus of the game, and I think that's a very bad focus. I also think it's very bad that in this game, see, 17 minutes castle age, I think he's smurfing. You know, too fast. You're too fast. What? What is this? I don't even know his alphabet, man. This Smurf account. Like, I'm not even wasting my time. The fuck? You're playing me in some idiom that is not English. You obviously know how to spell what's... There we go. You cannot have good things in this game. We're playing against Smurf accounts. 2 dogs, of course, because he's super fast. Let's go up. Oh, he took out more. So cool. I'll try to... Since I'm playing against a Smurf account, I'll just clone him with a war on dogs and that kind of shit. And Mr. Smurf. What can we do against Mr. Smurf? I'll do fire ships. He's got get scared. He's gonna get scared because I'm gonna do 3 of them. I think the spears are good counters against that. You know, since we're playing against a Smurf. There you go. The repairs we've been wanting. You see, at least I know how to win naval battles, even though I'm facing a Smurf account. Let's see if I can get that. I'm killing a few fishing ships. And the guy over-invested in fishing. It's crazy. That guy is just literally over-investing in fishing. No, I'll just do that. Ah, the castle drop. Oh, cool. Oh, Mango dies already. Look me at this shit. We got a Smurf. You can't have good things. There's no good things in life when you're fighting a Smurf account. Already doing fletching? Crazy dude. It's a Smurf. That's another Smurf. The guy doesn't even speak English. Exactly. And it's 900 ELO. Like, what do you want? Clown games, exactly. The games I fight are the most intense. Now, I don't know the real reason for that, and I think it's just to annoy me. Anyway, of course I lost my fire ships because there are demos. And look at this, he wants to come here as fast as possible. I have to wall this, he knows everything. He's super smart. He's so intelligent that he wants to block me. He wants to come here and smurf the section. What is this? This is insane. Well, he's not gonna come that simply. Still, he's got more willpower and probably already thousands of scores. Yeah, some difference in score. Ay. What is he going to do? Probably here. Oh, he was gonna infiltrate this site. Of course he's gonna try it. He's a Smurf. And I'm just gonna get smurfed. Right. Surprise. Hey, wait, perhaps I can do something like resign from this game and report the Smurf. What else? I'm going to make another forward thing here. And oops, that's a dangerous situation. I need to cover this. Ah, so he will probably try to infiltrate here. You know, this guy's literally disgusting. That. I'm trying to do what I can, but obviously you can't do anything against a Smurf account. You can resign. That's one of the things you can do. You can also call him a Smurf. That's another thing. And you can also advise other players not to be like him, because it gives such a bad impression that in order for you to win your games, you need to clown the yellows. At least now I'm going for that. I also would, but, you know, how can I go fast stimp if I don't have the resources for that? And actually, I also need stone. Can we go up? No, we can't, so we need this. 2 buildings to go up. It's crazy. And I still don't have enough stone. Right. Now go up. Finally, there's like a clicking problem. Even if I click first, there are so many problems in this game. And I tell you, he will go in first. Because he was fast. This is some extra to try to get some food. He's probably queuing mango dyes. And I still haven't done a blacksmith. It tells you the intensity exactly. So 32 minutes in a random map game and the guy's already trapping. I'm done. I'm done, man. Let's report that's a Smurf account. You see, they need to tell you straight in the face that they're doing better than you. Dude, of course if your main account is this. Well played, Smurf. Keep smurfing. I tell him this, you know, because I speak him like a toddler. That's how they need to be spoken. I also mute him because he's gonna write some shit after this. There's no please. The game is gonna be screwed. 2 castles. So Trevor. And what am I going to do? I'm going to do armors. 10 to gold. Look at my gold. This is my gold. I don't have any more gold. Unless I try to do something super strange here. Which is this. Unfortunately, there's that. I'll try to make a... The situation here is even worse than you can think of. He wants to force his way inside. 8 plus 3. You see already? That's the point. Spamming unique units and just getting the game done. That's how you win in this clown game. Race game. So stupid, right? Stupid game. Stupid game. Let's move. The game is stupid. We're fighting a Smurf account. Let's move. Right? You don't respond to that kind of thing. You respond by leaving. Right? That's what I did. And that's already 2 Smurf accounts. Let's ban them one by one. This night is crazy. And I guess we're gonna get even worse Smurfs until this game crashes, you know, until there's only Smurfs or Super Smurfs fighting each other's because this guy's Smurf, this guy's Smurf, this guy's Smurf, 3 Smurfs in a single row, like. And you know, Make the math. So, calculator, use the calculator. If I lose 13 points in 3 matches, that's 39 points lost. I lost 39 points at least, but obviously it's much more because in some games you lose 14 or 16. That's like 40 or 50 points snatched by super smurfs. They come here, they snatch you like that. It's crazy. And I keep saying this game has a smurf massive problem, and it's not being tackled on the other way. Um, Civ imbalances. I keep saying Armenians is like one of the serial problems. There are also other serial problems like the Korean warships, like let's say the Chus, the Woos, that all those things, the traction trebuchets, they're aberrations. 14 range trebuchets that can snipe without packing and unpacking. I mean, you're a fool, or you're calling basically people super stupid if you're saying that these kinds of units do not affect game mechanics. It does. Yeah, it doesn't affect the games I'm not playing, right? But it affects game mechanics every time you watch them. Uh, we gotta ban all these. The crazy cat. Look at this. I'm going to copy paste them through AoE2 Insights. That's what I do. Um, you never know who you're fighting, but I assure you one thing, I'm fighting the top Smurfs and D rankers. Generally, they come into my account to like punish me. One of the objectives is to punish me. They derank not to teach you anything, but to teach you we're not going to give you any place. We're here to make sure you don't get any fair game. That's exactly what they do. And I'm gonna report them for Smurfing. Smurf accounts. I mean, I'm not smurfing, so why shoot them? One. And the second one, which was the Mongols guy, some dude Johnny D, but he could call himself ABC. When I see things like in open maps, uh, you go like Castle Age at 16 minutes, you're like already with a full-fledged Imperial army, and there's no shit way to react. I mean, I know all those things where I was here in the early days, months ago, obviously before you were. And like I used to watch some other low elo players, and they always were completely crushed. Every time they were facing Smurfs, they were mega stomped or stomped. Every single time. And most of the opponents were. And this guy, Johnny D, it's not appearing here. Well, I'll try to find him then in this case. I bet he has like 1,000 accounts. So if I look Johnny D, no, it's not this one. This is like bureaucracy, but I have to do this because otherwise I'm going to keep being matchmaked with these Smurf accounts, and they obviously are going to mega stomp me, and they're obviously going to derank me on the lows I am. And that's it. So I don't care if my elo goes down, I'll keep reporting on accounts I think are being suspicious. I think it's this one, but I'm not sure. So either ways, I'm gonna just like I'll gonna ban all the Johnny D's because it's not an account I would call myself. Even for tournaments, this kind of accounts is literally banned because if you call yourself a too generalistic stuff, chances are you're a Smurf account using like a clown account, and it could be like an account with family sharing. I mean, let's talk about family sharing. How many accounts in AoE2 allegedly are declared as oh, my brother plays this, and in fact it's just the same person using different accounts playing family sharing. Just disable the freaking thing of family sharing, right? But the devs don't care, right? The devs just keep trolling us. Us, I mean the non-smurf players. I'm not talking about the smurfs. Obviously the smurfs are here to just shit on you. Uh, and that's exactly what's happening. We get shitted. We can't win the games where we get smurfed because the skill difference is just insane. It's the smurf ladder. Every single time I'm fighting Super Mega Smurfs. I'm not fighting Smurfs. I'm fighting Super Mega Smurfs. So I say, well, I play a Smurf every single time. I think that the game is too strong. Look, even for me that knows to do a lot of things in this game, I get overwhelmed at certain points in time. And a pro player, if he doesn't get overwhelmed, if he plays like if doing those things which obviously feel like unnatural to me are like the second nature to that guy, it means that it's a pro. He's doing it for thousands or billions of times. Always made the analogy of the guy who has the physical doctorate level of mathematics, and he's forcing you, the guy who never opened a mathematics books in his life, to challenge him. You're gonna lose, lose, or lose. Don't tell me shit about being genius. You don't. It's this kind of skill difference we have in the game. So I keep saying it's a lie when there are players who say, "Oh, you need to once you lose 10 games in a row, you're in your game streak." No, yeah, you don't need to lose 10 games in a row because some players don't lose the 10 games in a row because when they create a new account, they don't get that shit. You know, I could also create a new account from scratch and from scratch just win my first game based on the skills I have so that I don't get trapped in this freaking Smurf ladder because this is just a Smurf ladder. And in a Smurf ladder, the players are doomed to lose. Anyway, I will just keep watching the accounts of people who understand that the Smurf issue is toxic. It's more toxic, particularly in the lower elos, and the people who particularly acknowledge that a lot of my opponents are super mega Smurfs, not just Smurfs. That's the kind of accounts I might be looking around on top of, people eventually I'm okay, I just chilling around. It's like I can't decide the time to be born. I can't decide at the time where I was born I would have like a little bit less years so that I would be practicing this game on the right time and getting my levels to 1400 5 years ago. I could not do that. It was not possible. And because I could not be at that time, what you're saying is that today you can't. Yeah, it feels like that. The irony is that your skills have improved so much, and still you're going downwards. You're going downwards not because the player base has increased in terms of skills. It's because the Smurfs are getting worse. That's the only reason. Just because I get housed or those things, I mean, come on, you're not supposed to have 2K game mechanics in lower elos, right? So why are we forcing 2K or 3K game mechanics in situations where those mechanics should not even be applied? Again, it's a dose of realism. This does not make any sense. Disgusting. What is this, man? You're trying to. I already have like a very bad impression about this dude. I'm gonna get your veils. You're right, no? This I will need to go over there. I tell you, the outcome of this game is we're gonna lose. Because the games we've been playing are only consistent losses, so I also say that this game is rigged. It's just another Smurf. And we're gonna do nothing about it, because we don't give a fuck. It's the devs that should give a fuck about this game, and they're not giving. So I'm exposing their flaws. Where they refuse to act, I expose their flaws. And people who are smart in this game, they realize that on top of, oh, who wins, who loses, yes, but who match fixes games? And that's how you start to think about the problems in this game. Because you see, who has, how many Smurf accounts are there? And of the Smurf accounts that exist, how many of them are owned by the top pro players? And where do these Smurf accounts concentrate the most? Let's make the questions, man. The more questions we make, the more we find out. I like those questions. You know, it's like a game is not just the graphs, the vills, no, the game is also about what takes place in the backstages. And if something wrong is taking place, I would like to know. I mean, don't you like to know that, for example, a game is being rigged by a couple of people who just don't give a fuck? They actually like to rig the games because either they think they're not gonna get caught, or because they just don't care at all. That's ridiculous, man. Aha. You're gonna lose your scout, and it's already low HP. Dude, you are almost smart. You're probably a Smurf, but you're still not that smart. I mean, I probably might not be as good of a Smurf as you, but at least I'm not dumb. Well done. Let's see. Civ bonus is Japanese, he can go with man-at-arms. And in that case, I probably will not have time to react. I'm not sure what can be done. Nothing. Joshua F. fucking go. Oh, that sounds like another Smurf account. Dude, it is. It is. No team games. Like a Smurf account. Instant reports. I checked your AoE2 profile. Keep smurfing. You know, the guy confessed to be a Smurf on stream, so this is a Smurf account. What are the devs waiting to not ban his main account, not just this account? So, you see, you can't have good things in this game because you also have Smurf. This is the fourth Smurf in a row. And obviously I'm such a stupid folk that I cannot understand that I'm being smurfed. I'm such a stupid, right? Yeah, I think I need to improve my intelligence skills because otherwise I might get too clowned. I know that they're faster. The man-at-arms move faster than my Vil. So the Vil will end up dead. What a surprise. Oh no, he doesn't go there. Let's see if I can get my archers. I'm talking like a robot because... At least I have my wood line. Right? Life is bad, but at least I have my wood line. Ridiculous. The guy confessed to be a Smurf, so in case you're saying that he's not a Smurf, you're a clown yourself. And I like to show this to you on stream, because you realize that I'm being played. And light, obviously. Understand that also, money can be involved behind these Smurfs. So they're there to like deliberately harass you. They could be paid by somebody to come there and just say, okay, smurf this guy to make sure that he's humiliated. And that tells you a lot about what's happening in the video games industry, where if you want to cancel somebody, you will. There are people who don't mind losing resources to make sure that you get smurfed. You know, some players without integrity will smurf on you. They're maybe even paid to smurf on you, which is even worse. And the way you have to do that is to report it. And I also I blame the devs for the inaction, because they refuse to do anything about that. They are the ones making the problem what it is. Fortunately, I can create more, and I will. I also will go ahead, take a small peek where I can take a small peek. And give a look on his base. Of course, you already have archers because you are so intelligent, talented, and such a smurf scum. So I'm just basically coming around. He's trying to smurf around his way, and fortunately I close my base. And because I'm not resigning, oh wait, I think I should resign against the smurf account who is deranking me, right? But wait, it's just nobody cares. Nobody cares. Everything is fine. Only idiots get smurfed at the most inopportune hours of the night. Because instead of playing during the day, I don't understand that I'm gonna get super smurfed or massively smurfed if I decide to change my rules. Okay, let's clown that. These guys are shameless. They don't mind to smurf to derank you. And I expose this to you so you watch the very cancer people in this game. People who sometimes watch high elo players, who clown on lower elo people, you know, to just smurf and humiliate them. You know, all that kind of shit. You know, this kind of move is typical of a smurf account. Get lost. Idiots. Scumbag. Call him that because this guy doesn't want to give you a fair game. You know, you just queue on the queue to just get people who are deliberately weaker than you, to try to teach something to players who cannot fight you. At least I teach people to be a little bit more respectful to their opponents and to not smurf on them. That's what I do. I also tell them that it's stupid if you think that people will not find out you're smurfing. You're calling people stupid. This gate was open, and I'm not sure what I can do. Probably just resign, right? That's what you have to do. And first, you need to report the Smurf account because, you know, piece of shit is a piece of shit. Realize that in 4 games, I was unable to win anything, which is very strange. How is it possible that in 4 games against Smurf accounts, you cannot win? Oh, wait, because you're fighting Smurfs. Ah, okay. Also, he went for a fast castle, considering, like, what he's been. The game I'm trying to do does not make sense for a low elo game. This is not low elo. This is not low elo legend. This is match fixing. And if you're okay with that, you're part of the problem. And I'm sure a lot of people are okay because, you know, they're not the ones facing the problem. And I keep saying, when you don't face the problem, it's okay. You don't care about it. Already doing skirms. Like, he's so intelligent, this Smurf. He even knows how to use this. Ah, the pikes were there waiting for me. That's amazing. And I couldn't even know that, you know, I'm not smart enough to understand that you would have pikes and everything prepared like a Super Smurfs comeback. And now he's gonna, like, take the middle. Super Smurf, right? Super Smurf. Nobody's gonna find out. Hey, let's just go online. You see this guy? Yeah, he's online. Hey, let's Smurf on him. he's so he's gonna get Smurfed or curb stomp Smurf. Like, who cares about him? He's such an idiot. And now he wants to fight against somebody with 2,000 elo above him. Ridiculous. He is ridiculous. The Smurf account, not me. Of course. I'm stupid, you know. I like to queue for the Smurf queue. Look at the difference. Look at the Smurf. This is low elo, dude. This is not 3,000 games. Why are we playing games with the intensity of 1,600 or 2,000? I don't have the +1. I have the +20 Smurfs fighting against me. This is not 1K. I'm being sarcastic. So it's even worse. You're saying that 700 elo, it's even worse. You get like mega Smurfs. Then it's the problem. This game is rigged. The game, I mean Age of Empires, like not this particular game. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do some armors, light cav, crossbows. My god. I'm trying to do the things I can, which is very limited. I'm not sure if he could have, like... We'll see about that. This... We have light calves? Not yet. That's... He has left. Where could he be? Has he switched sides? Is he doing a castle in my face? Okay. He's here. I need more knights. Come here. What? Square formation. Look, even use a square formation. My god, that's a pro. That's a pro. I'm going to try to make echo, but what echo can you do if, well, I have 6 idle vills, but I also had to put them to repair. I need this. I need everything. He came with a Man-at-Arms Rush also, by the way, because that was the story of the game. I was able to defend successfully against that, but you know, a Smurf, man. This Smurf is an Smurfageddon. Perhaps a mangonel, but I need wood for a mangonel. I also need ballistics. He's got the upper hand. I don't. I have an army, but his army is way, way better. This is such a matter. Well, I'm not getting the stone I need. That. Knights. Look at his score. Don't you think it's insane? The score difference that this guy is having right now is insane. Insane. It's clearly like a much stronger opponent who's deranking me on purpose. It's probably one of the guys that you fight on 700 elo using his I don't know what account. But don't worry, I'll probably catch you, and not only that, I will be deranked even more. Because there are a lot of people who hate you in this game, and when they hate you, they will do everything to derank you. People who hate you in this game will do everything to derank you, because there's no way you can be as good as their friends. So let's use that. That was a good shot. But still, there's like a problem here. Another mangonel. And a few more knights. This as well. No. This here. Unfortunately, we lost the cavalry. But guess what? We cannot win against the Smurf account. Who is super smurfing on us, or hyper mega smurfing, whatever you call it. And I think the dude is saying, oh, I'm going to crush him on minute 40 or 42. He's gonna be so dead, you know. People who are more predictable than anything you can possibly think of in life. Doing probably a castle in my face. There's like a lot of options here. Exactly. The guy's so smart that he's doing a castle in my face. We need to get here. See if I can get those, you know. This is an Imperial Age castle, I'm gonna die. Disgusting, right? That's what happens when you're playing against a Smurf account. Anything is gonna get massively rigged, and you have no chance. So what should I say? Well played, Smurf. Yeah, let's also report him for being a Smurf account. No, first let's report him. Smurf account. Ranker. That's what you're doing. You're deranking the games of legitimate people, and there's no way I can win. It's gonna be a trap war, and there's no way I can win that. Look at the score difference. It's ridiculous. 2000 score difference, and I did some very good engagements on top of all the shits that he came to me. Yeah, I don't think it's fair. If you think it's fair, then you're on the wrong. He's doing all that shit. And of course you're using a mangonel. How wouldn't you use a mangonel? You want to get here as fast as possible. He's probably gonna do another castle here and all that shit. Man, these Smurfs are so predictable. Two of them, I mean, why not? Of course, you're Imperial Age, you're a Smurf account. I keep copying pasting. You don't treat them seriously because they're, you know, clowns. Disgusting. They just are trying to get the fastest possible attack. No time for Botkin arrow, no time for ballistics, no time for Corvian army. I mean, what do you think? $3,000 score difference. What is this? What is this? These it's like, what kind of shit is this? Forceling doing something else here. No, I'm playing against a real loser. No, I'm not being sarcastic. You need to be a loser if you are not playing on your elo. On purpose, you're creating an account to matchmake with me so that I lose, and you try to make me look bad artificially. And you think that nobody else is gonna spot that? Of course they will. And I'll tell you, people take sides. When they see unfair outcomes, they take sides. You can be stupid and think, no, they won't take sides because people are stupid, and you're intelligent and people are stupid. Yeah, that's a Smurf account. Look me at this. This is obviously a professional account, 2,500, 2,900 in his offline time, coming to just screw me. And then when you ask him about me, he says, "Oh, that guy is just such a noob." Like, I think that these players should be banned from the game, but you know, who am I to speak? That stupid voice, right? It's a noob voice. And now he's trying to snipe my traps and my mangonels. Of course, I'm so stupid I couldn't figure that out. Again, if this was a game of intelligence, I probably would be the last person placed. Because how can you win a game of intelligence against somebody who just tried to call you stupid? I try to do this. Will I have time to do this? Probably not. Oh, but there's no problem. He's using the Kataparuto tech, so he just needs to smurf here. So there goes. Out of way, Smurf. Good work. Good job, Smurf. You can even attack my walls. There is even no problem. People will not find that out, right? Who am I, a poor... Wow, Smurf. Such a clown. Like, he's doing Elite Samurais and what is this? Don't you think that these people should be, like, banned from the game? Ah, at least I killed one. And now he thinks, he doesn't know that this is open. Oh no, he figured that out. Oh no, he's killing me units. I don't like that. I don't like that. Still, I'm trying to do something here. Oh, look at this. Spread formation, what is this? Like, what is this? I know what it is. A clown. Back here. Ah, your trebs are not that simply vulnerable. Look at this, man. Like, the score difference, it could be like 50,000, like, what is this guy? This... So it's a Smurf. You know, like, I'm treating somebody as how he should be treated. You're a Smurf account, you have to be, like, treated as a Smurf. And of course, you're such a Smurf account. Life is easy. I'm losing time. Like, it's a Smurf account, he was reported, nothing else to do. Let's ban and let's keep deranking, right? Because we like being deranked to 0 elo, because we're most stupid person in this game. You know, I keep saying this, you know, because since we're smart, if we would be smart, we would rise on elo, but, you know, since we cannot be smart and obviously we're getting dumber every day, I guess it's a result of aging. Um, I'm gonna derank to 0, and perhaps people are going to acknowledge me for the real clown I am, and they're gonna believe it because, you know, the more you make something believe, the more people will believe, right? It's the principle of tell 70 lies about somebody, and no, I'm being sarcastic, obviously. You tell 70 lies about something, about someone, and at the 71st lie, it becomes more truthful. This is not being relaxed. It's just I'm stating the facts. Like in 5 games, I get 5 Smurfs. I get 5 forced defeats. Look, game today, Smurf, completely stumped. This game against Smurf, completely stumped. This game against Smurf, completely stumped. This game completely stumped. 1, 2, 3, 4. The games I play, I end up completely stumped in lower elos, as if I'm playing against a 3K clown. And I know I'm playing against 3K clowns. So There's just no way to tell it. This is ridiculous. My God. I also like to play with the Smurfs to troll them because if you're gonna clown the game, uh, I will also like tell them, okay, you're clowning it. In case you doubt that this guy was a Smurf, he was. Look at his profile, level 3 awards again. This is a signature of a pro player from Chile. No team games, and already that tells you it is a Smurf account. When a profile does not declare team games, you know he's Smurfing. A guy that created an account on 2024, and he has not have he has never had the curiosity to play 1v1s, excuse me, to play team games. So I'm not being relaxed. I'm just telling you the facts. It is what it is. This guy is a Smurf. It's the fifth Smurf in 5 games. So each game there's a Smurf or a Super Smurf or a Hyper Super Smurf, whatever. And I'm queuing to lose. I'm queuing to lose. Like, what do you think? Why do you think that I get all these losses? You think it's because I'm a bad player? No, of course. I get them because I'm facing an obviously Smurf account. One, two, three. There's another fourth here. Every time, every time I've been playing this game, it's because I get these stumps. The difference is that uh, some years ago, you see here, for example, like here I was like playing normal and deranked, but here I was not good, I was understanding AoE too, but like from this time, I really started to go up and all those things, and I started to rise. But then every time suddenly after I mysteriously get up, boom, curb stomped. And here curb stomp, curb stomped, curb stomped. And it has been happening lately far more. You see here, the moment I got like to 1000, which was like 6 months ago, suddenly it's this craziness. Every single time I come online, I get these mega stomps. It's ridiculous. It can take me like 1 or 2 weeks to go up, and in a single night session, hyper mega stomp. And I also know that there's like a bunch of Smurfs who are online and they're trying to see who is online and they snipe on you and they deliberately derank you. Because as I keep saying, they see you as competition. They like to hammer you down as much as possible. Not to 600, they will try to hammer you if you're very good to very low elos so that people despise you. The point here is that these Smurfs, they see Elo as a referential, and they want to stampede you as much as possible. It's essentially that. When I win, I sometimes very rarely win against Smurfs. It's difficult, but like 80 to 90% of the times, I get curb stomped. Like really curb stomped. It's stupid. And it's this kind of thing that uh, leads people away from the game. Now, you can acknowledge that, and I understand you can acknowledge, or you can refuse to acknowledge that. There's no neutrality here. It's this kind of thing that's been happening. So my elo is obviously going down the drain because I'm facing 3K clowns on my elos systematically when I come, and that's what happens. You know. Uh, So as I keep saying, it's a very individual experience. If in your account you don't fight Smurfs, you don't have this problem. And if in your elo, if in my account I only fight Super Smurfs, I obviously will have the worst experience. And that's exactly what I'm saying. Anyway, let's ban this scum, this other Smurf account. I would not mind to play. You see, they instantly go offline. The wins he has, so you see here, 711. This guy had exactly like almost the same wins and losses. He takes down this account and he moves to another account. The guy who is playing this account has many more accounts. And I tell you even more, I believe that this guy has been smurfing me several times using different accounts. That's what I think. You know, they literally need smurfing account. They need you to stomp so that they can play their tournament games with their main accounts, and they get the benefits and you don't get anything, which is stupid. Well, I keep reporting them because, it's my only defense. It's just that I have a different rule. I like to play with honesty, and I don't like players who cheat the ladder system with their 20,000 Smurf accounts. But, that's just me. I'm like a drop of ocean, a drop of water in the ocean. Oh, I'm already 800. Ooh, will we be 700 in the session? Oh, wait, perhaps not. So after like a 1 week of streaks where I got to like 960, I mysteriously go back to 890. And people, this is the insulting part. They call you Smurf because you're being deranked. You're being stampeded, curb stomped by Smurfs. To be a Smurf, you don't need to create an account and derank it. You just can create an account that artificially keeps on certain elos, and that's how it keeps smurfing. You don't need to derank your account from 1000 to 600 or to 500. You just need to create an account, play on that elo, and that's it. That's how you create a Smurf account. Hey, but wait, fifth time is the charm. So if I play Magyars by the fifth time, I might win against probable Smurf account, right? Let's try it. And then you wonder why I have other goals in life than just to play this game. Dude, if there's like always somebody paying money to match fix my games, or paying big sums of money to match fix my games, how do you think I'm gonna fare in the games? I'm not gonna fare well. You know it. And for me, it has to be the justification because, look, I don't get anything out of being smurfed. It's obviously an attempt to humiliate the player who is smurfed. It always is. And the guy who is smurfing, you either must have your life so miserable, or somebody is paying you to smurf. Because look, it's not sustainable. I come here in my offline time, right? But how is it possible that when I come into my offline time, there's always a curb stomper or an army of curb stompers ready to just screw you? It's strange, right? And because of that strangeness, it takes away credibility from the game. And a lot of people stop playing. So I keep saying to Smurfs, keep smurfing, buddy. You're such a great player to keep smurfing. Perhaps one day I'll reach 0 elo and people will realize how bad I was at this game, right? Right? So in that sense, I'll keep doing what I'm doing. I'm stubborn, you might say that. I'm very stubborn. But I defend that all Smurf accounts in credible RTS games should be banned, including the main account associated to those Smurf accounts. And you'll have a lot of change in the games where that happens. I think it's a matter of fairness in the game. Like, I take fairness to really great depths. I think that having fair games is not just an incidental aspect, it is a fundamental aspect for the credibility of the gaming system, and even for gamers. Like, do you like to follow gamers where they say, oh, today I smurfed on this person, it felt so good to just trash troll him and to make him feel like a total useless idiot? Mm. It's this kind of things that changes you. But I keep saying, the smurfing experience is personal. If you have not felt it, it probably doesn't bring anything to you. Or worse, if it happens to you but not very often, you probably will be dismissive. In my case, it happens every time. Not almost every time, every single time. And personally, I find it's not fair for me to face 10 losses to get somebody matched. I should face somebody with equal skills, not somebody who is curb stomping me 10 times. It's not how it works. And I don't think it's fair because why other people are getting fair opponents on game start with similar matches, with similar skills, and I get the worst type of opponents 10 times. That's discrimination. Huh. You're having two different criterias to decide based on the person you're deciding. Nothing to see, right? It's just discrimination. I understand that for some, this kind of conversation is useless. I keep saying that injustices are ridiculous if they don't affect you. But the thing is, of course, on top of facing injustice, I'm not being like minimally angry about that because I know how this game works. It's super match fixed for the low elos, unlike the 1.5, 1.6k. We have a lot more problems here, and obviously this is the kind of problems I'm warning about. And it's bad that some people think that the solution for this game is just to, oh, we need to change the base starting elo and that's it. Dudes, if you're going to change the base starting elo to 700 or 600 or 1 elo, the same problems will happen. New Smurf accounts will continue to be generated in those elos, and don't tell me it won't, because that's exactly what's happening right now, and you'll have the same problem. Just check the AOE2 forums and you'll see the complaints of Smurfs on a daily basis, almost. Unless the devs start to censor it, right? Because, I don't know, they don't like the facts. I'm always very mistrustful about the devs because they're thinking about releasing the new, some new hype content, some new civ, and this is not what players are catering. The players are catering about the Smurf part. They're concerned about the Smurfing issue. The Smurfing issue is killing this game, and the civs of creating, I don't know, strange mechanics like those traction trebuchets. That's what the players are concerned. And obviously, they don't care. They don't care anymore, like that song. As I keep saying, guys, I'm here to provide whatever experience can be possible, even if the context is match fixed games, because they are. I'm here to provide you at least a non-cheating experience that not everybody who is playing games on the internet is a little Smurf scum and having fun at the expense of deliberately weaker players. I mean, someday perhaps my words have echo and mean any sense, but it's okay if I keep doing it on my own right now. And I tell you that even if I win a game miraculously, it's not gonna change. Like, you have to get salty once you start to see your games being match fixed, that any effort you try to put in just goes down the drain. Because some people take enjoyment in canceling you, and that's one fact that I've learned to admit. It's a stat statement, but it's what we have today. The guy is Sicilian, so what can we expect? A super donjon rush of invincible Smurfageddon or whatever. Now, should this be open? Also understand that the things I'm doing are typical of players who are not smurfing. They just try to get their things going within reasonable speed and not within some hyper strange mechanic. You also know that I don't spend my time bullying others uh, with 2000 Smurf accounts and pretending to be a good person. Or worse, not pretending and not giving a shit. I'll need another bills. Good. This. So now, assuming the player is obviously much faster than me, he will go Castle Age faster. Everything is faster. Which means I cannot win. I tell you, my elo is Martyr elo. I'm forced to make a tower, obviously. What upgrade, man? There's nothing here. The guy is just a clown. Okay, he's having idle time, but those things are dangerous. That. He doesn't give me any time, it's just smurf, 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 smurf again. Nothing. I'm not sure what I'm going to need. Perhaps a smurf detector. I'm trying to make those things. Let's upgrade that. It costs resources, you know, not... we'll need the blacksmith. It's always tense. These games are like super tense. I'm trying to just try to get this thing. It's queuing after right now. Queuing sergeants, sergeants, and sergeants. 2 donjons, 3 donjons. I'm dead. Like, I'm dead, right? I need this. Let's see. Perhaps he goes... This is so hard. This as well. I have vision already. But look at him. I'm going to need like 3 or 4 archery ranges to try to stop him. And the archers take much longer to queue. And of course he's in, and I'm dead. GG, GG, GG. What is this, like an automated bot? A stupid chatbot or whatever? Like I can't do shit. Hey, wait, I could queue them. Yes, he's watching everything. Where are my archers? They're inside. And of course he's trying to... This is crazy. You know, it's like he's clowning me, right? Mega clown. Okay, I did survive something, but I still have gold problems. And I will need more villagers. This tower will go down. The archers are okay. And some farmers also are okay. But I lost so many vills. You know, it's impossible. He's gonna go Castle Age, he's gonna go Knights, and I'm gonna get dead. I don't have any Falk units to attack the donjons. They're very well protected. And he's gonna come with more. I can do this. The fletching could have helped earlier, but you know, Smurf, 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 you don't have any time to react. Obviously it is a Smurf. The guy, what he's doing here, he has done to many other players. It's just a copy pasta, nothing else. Just a copy pasta. So when you think that this is crazy, it's because you already like calculated it. These things are planned in advance. I'm not sure. It's difficult to fight against the donjon rush, you know, with the kind of tools I have. This. I'll get more armor. I'll see if I can get the donjon. Time to attack, and I'll lose everyone. He will build a donjon though. He's losing units though, which is good for me. Aha, he's losing units now. I have the armors, he hasn't. Wait. He's desperate. Let's get him. Now is the time to attack. Let's go now. Ah. Near the tower. Perfect. He's done. This. Let's keep moving. And you're gonna lose this. This. No, no, no. We need more of these. We also need more of that. He's losing vills though. I'm not sure that's a good trade for him. That's bad. I need to make more barracks. Why are the villagers not going to the wood? You know, this game is so full of bugs. This is a bug. Careful. This game is like bugged. I don't have the archers, unfortunately. This is a problem. He's got the spikes. Nothing I can do. I'm dead. Yay, long live the Smurf. Smurf, Smurf, Smurf. Good work, Smurf. There's nothing I can do against this clown. Then what I do? Resign? I cannot get light cav. I don't have time to get light cav. I don't even have gold. He's gonna gotta make a mangonel. What are you saying, man? There's nothing I can do. This game is rigged. Castle in my face. Yeah, let's out. Let's Smurf. Let's wait. Played Smurf. This guy's a Smurf account. Smurf account. D-rank. Yeah. No, it's not expected to win against a Smurf scum. You know, it's a Smurf account. Too perfect. Impossible. Like, he choked me. He choked me. So, let's ban him. 6th game in a row or 7th game in a row that I get forced loss. I'm such a stupid player. And I keep playing. So I probably don't understand what's going on in this game. So why does Timor Elo goes down? It's like why it keeps going down? Because you cannot go above the 50% win-loss rate. And when I start to get a few more wins, let's derank the guy. Boom. And I get deranked. I lost like 100 Elo points already. Almost. And I'm gonna lose more. Because I'm stupid. I don't get this game. I'm stupid. And, you know, that's what I do. Like, I play to lose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. All these 5 games ended up in defeat. That's because I'm a bad player, right? You know, when you lose games, when you lose 5 games in a row, it's because you're a bad player. Especially when you're playing this game forever. Normal. No problem. Let's lose again, shall we? And then I'll keep saying to players who are like 1,500, yeah, you play so good because you win games and I always lose. Yeah, well, congratulations. Maybe I'll join the T90's uncle and, you know, but the difference is that T90's uncle never played the game. He just starts to play the game. But, you know, I'll join him just to make him company. And I feel well about it because at least I'm not smurfing. This is one of the reasons why I don't like sometimes interact in other pro players. Because if I feel like they smurf and especially they curb stomp, for me they mean like nothing. You know the smurfing issue, it's like the easiest comparison I can find, it's like those girls in dating apps who are just not dating apps, the IG, or posting photos like give me attention, give me attention, give me attention. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Like I just skip and move on. And once I get to 0 elo, then I leave the game. It's a sign that it's so massively screwed that if you need to get so many losses in a row against Super Smurfs, well, it tells you that the game is dead. And I don't mind having zeros, buddy. I don't mind having zeros. Because losing against Smurfs, for me, it's like having a 20 out of 20. I'm not supposed to win a rigged game. I also tell you that in the earlier days, I kind of felt bad first when people were starting to get smurfed, even on much higher elos, and by that I mean like 13 or 1400. But once I started to see that they were not sympathetic or they didn't give a shit about the fact that I was being smurfed by much stronger players in lower elos, then I stopped caring, you know? You stop caring for others when others close the eyes upon injustices that you're you're enduring. This game is also going to be a loss because, you know, when you get 5 Smurfs in a row, it's like I think I'm gonna switch to a different game because, you know, uh, I play this game to lose or to lose. And unfortunately, as I say, that's not what happened 2 years ago when I came here. The things that you're seeing right now are not one bit close to what used to happen 2 years ago. Some people are too focused on the present, right? But they forget that it was not like this in the past. In the past, I would easily climb up to 1000 euros, no problem. And I just climbed to 600 euro. Why? Because I'm getting stupid at this game, right? And there are no Smurf accounts. Mind me of my sarcasm. I always like to use it, especially when unfair situations are at stake. He's already trying to steal my sheep, which is ridiculous. He also knows how to steal sheep. Disgusting. Again, this is a proof of another Smurf account. He knows how to steal sheep, he knows how to use his horse, he knows how to micro his horse. That's already a Smurf. I have not looked at his account, and I already know it's a Smurf account by the fact that he's playing this way. We're not supposed to have crazy games like this in low elos. I'm sorry. This doesn't make any sense. So those who are watching like 2K or 3K pro players, this kind of game here in low elos doesn't make sense. And it's because of these players, like the dude playing the Smurf account, that the game player base is diminishing day by day. Now you might say, why you're still playing the game if it's dying? If it's dying, it's your responsibility. It's not mine. Kill the game, it's your responsibility. I can switch to other things, like I can do just chatting, I can do different types of stream. I start from scratch, and the player base I lose is basically zero, because, you know, I don't rely solely on this content. It's easy. It's super easy. I'm gonna look at him. Oh, this one is an American account. Probably another Smurf account. If I'm doing a wall, the guy will come and do a castle drop in my face. So what can I do? Wait, I know. I can resign and leave. Ridiculous. Guys, when I'm playing Age of Empires these days, it's like I'm stuck at a dead-end job where they only want to take you down, or they only want to take you down. They hate you so much that anything is a viable excuse to take you down. Anything is valid to just get you out of the game. That's exactly what it feels like. Like, the hatred is so intense that these Smurfs can't even hide it. It's just, they try to humiliate, ha ha ha, you play so bad, and this. So, yeah, ridiculous. What a surprise if these Smurfs would play somebody of their levels and not Smurf. No. They need to come to people like me, who they know are deliberately weaker, to just give a false impression that they are playing well. If you play so well, why you Smurf? He's obviously doing fishing because he already had the dock. It's gonna be a shit show. It's gonna be a shit show. Just one fishing spot? Oh, that's concerning. I thought there would be more. Oh, there's another. At least that. Let's close this. I bet this is probably open, like this is... There's so many options. I also would like to know the thousands of times I've been smurfed. You know, it's different if you get smurfed like 20 times, or if you get smurfed hundreds of times. And imagine what my elo would be if I would not be smurfed. Who knows? Probably 800 elo points above, at least. Maybe 1000 or 2000 if I get to 0. Eight. These walls. This is arena game. It's gonna be a clown. What can I do here? That. These walls. No, 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 daddy. No possible wins. We might even lose this game. We'll see. That's I would win more games if I would not be smurfed, obviously. A lot more. You should have seen me in like 2 years ago. I used to win a lot. And even at the time I would face kind of okay against smurfs. The difference is that they got worse. Much worse. What am I going to do? I'm going to do this. Perhaps archers. I'll see a mix of things. We have the blacksmith, so... Oh, ready. He's fast castle, so he's probably gonna pull his exactly. Oh no, now he's goes in. See, I cannot play like this. Look me at this. Look me at this crap. And you tell me I have any chance against a dude that does this? He's gonna have the Spanish build thing. I don't have time to build any stuff. He's gonna build his castle. I will not have time to build a tower. The Spanish build faster than I can build. This is rigged. This guy's a Smurf account. I'm already like doing a script because these guys are... Well played, Smurf. No, I play to lose games. Yeah, so I'm just wasting time here. I'm just wasting time. I'm sorry, I'm wasting time. So, let's make the analysis of what has been going on in this psycho sick game that is Age of Empires 2. Uh, we've been losing against 6 Smurf accounts. Just 6. Don't believe it's a lie. It's just Smurf accounts. No, it's like, don't believe when you see people are getting better. No, this game requires a lot of attention. So if you suddenly get better, if you see a lot of people getting better, it's that they're Smurf accounts. Just that. I'm not. It's like I feel demoralized. Just see this. A loss of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You play a bit for what? To get my elo, to get some points at my expense. What is the? Because there is no improvement, dude. I'm facing just Smurfs. I'm not going to learn anything. I'll join you there in the 700 elo, but this game is screwed. This game is dead. The games I'm fighting are impossible. I'm fighting 3K dudes in disguise. They always say like lol, lol. Look, if try to picture this out. If somebody only replies you with lols, it just tells you a lot. This game is screwed. I think it's sorry. I mean, I think it's like shameful that we come to this point where you trivialize to Smurf or to just curb stomp people who are not Smurfs. It's just sad. It's sad. I'm making the math of the points that I lost. I started the session, it was 961 elo. And right now we're 882 elo. It's like 100 elo points lost. Come on, like, wake up. This kind of thing is not normal. Watch this here. Like, do you think it's normal to have this kind of situation where you lose 6 instant games in a row because you're being deranked by Smurfs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Obviously, AoE2 has a Smurf problem that is completely out of control. But it's not out of control for everybody. Oh, no, no. The 1200 or 1500 players don't feel this. This situation is out of control, especially in the elos I play. And I'm not sure if this happens in other elos. These Smurf spikes are the reasons why this game is dying. What 1K barrier? There is no 1K barrier. Because now, like I told you, I did break that barrier and I get curb stomped. And now I'm 800 and I get curb stomped. So obviously I'm like being very smurfed. There is no elo barrier. You're gonna get a smurf. Oh, you say you need to get better? Look, try to understand what's going on. Can you get better than a player who is 3000 elo, who has been playing 5, 10, 15 more years than you? since little, since a child in his computer, who has done nothing else in life. Do you think you can catch him up by a few hours of gameplay or 1 or 2 years? You can't. He will always be ahead. And this is the reality. So you cannot get better than these players. Exactly. But that's the point I'm also saying. The new players, no, because the unranked is also as bad. What's happening in the ranked or in the unranked, it's very similar. And it's exactly one of the problems I keep telling, like the devs and all those things. You just cannot make the game work if the unranked ladder or the ranked ladder becomes unplayable. It's just ridiculous. A lot of people are just migrating away from the game. Dude, it's like the game has become a cesspool of Smurfs. It's just Smurfs against Smurfs most of the time in low elos. They even have like Smurf cups, like Copa Smurf. I'm not a Smurf, so I'm always getting stumped by Smurfs. I'm always getting stumped. So here is a player who gets stumped by Smurfs. The matchmaking takes less than 2 seconds. You probably realize that. And I probably will face another Mega Smurf who pretends to be an account that he's not, to just. And also to understand one thing, in less than 2 hours, I lost 1 or 2 weeks of ELO work, if you could call ELO work. Isn't that scary? Isn't that scary that your ELO completely vanishes if a few Smurfs decides to stomp on you and like snipe you? I think it's a discouragement and people stop playing the game as a result of that. Like I'm just being like a an experiment. I like that. What you say that is good. But I think that fucking Smurfs is not enough. I think Smurfs are effectively a cancer on the earth, you know. Uh so it's not just about the fact that you should do that to them. Um it's difficult. Like I know this is like personal, but you cannot win them like that. Hmm. Nobody likes them. Like when I talk to people about the situation of video games in real life, they think that the Smurfs, as they're the scum. There are people who need to match fix games. You choose deliberately weaker opponents to just bully them, and basically they don't respect that. I just go here, with my scout. I'm just doing that, and I root the Smurfs out if that's the only thing I can do. And I tell you, there's like 99% probability that we also lose this game. Right? Oh my god. It's so bad what's happening to RTS games. If I play 8 games, I get smurfed by eight monsters in a row. And if I play like three, I get just three. That's so I should be smarter. But I'm stubborn. I refuse to accept the status quo, and because I refuse to accept that, I always suffer. Because I'm meant to suffer, right? Exactly. There we go with our scout. It's so wrong that the point of these Smurfs is to humiliate others, to derank not everybody but certain players. Because I would like to see many of these so-called 13 or 1400s playing the same Smurfs I was playing, and they would probably lose their rank. But guess what? That will not happen because they're not playing against these Smurfs. They're not on those Elos. or because those Smurfs are their friends and those friends will never hurt them. So either ways, it's just me and them. Oh my god, RTS games are so screwed. The games are... The victories and the defeats are decided before the game starts. I keep saying it's like football games. Why do we have football games if a championship has already been rigged and decided, right? It's the same. I might switch to something else, you know, because I only play this game to lose. Or to get one win out of 20, where I used to get like one win out of 4 or out of 5. Now I get like 10 losses out of 11. That's probably I'm so bad. Or not. At least it's good that people acknowledge that the Smurfs are killing this game. They're killing the fun, they're forcing skills and playability skills which are unplayable for most of us. One thing to note is that a few months ago there was like a lot of streamers, like 1 or 2 years ago at this stage, there were a lot more streamers of AoE2 than currently. And the current streamers that you keep seeing are people above 1000 elo who already had 1000 elo at the time, kind of. Most of them. That's how bad the cesspool of Smurf is in AoE2. Go with that. So here you see me after 6 or 7 games being deranked. And deranked as a way to be punished. I lost probably 200 elo points in a single session. I'm not minimally affected like in the old days, although you might think, hey, you lost 200. Like, even if I would lose 2000 elo points, I would react the same way. I don't give a fuck. If you match fix games, I'm not gonna react. Well, if you like this game, then wonder why do we allow Smurfs playing this game? Because it's killing the game. A lot of people have stopped playing this game because of that. It's sad. I mean, I get what you're saying, but don't you think that if there's like elo and the system of elo, it should be that we should have players with similar skills being matched with players of similar skills? I mean, to simplify this, I don't think it's a good idea that players like Hera, Vilise, or Viper, or the kinds of, get matchmaked against me, because I'm going to lose. I'm going to massively lose those games. And that's why a proper functioning elo system is required. So it's not It's not something that, oh, you just try to do everything. You try to improvise. It's not about win rates if your win rates are being like match fixed. Ah, there's another thing. You are facing people with 4,000 games on that account. So it's even worse. When you think you're facing somebody who has 4,000 games in his account, I tell you, it's 4,000 games in that account. He probably has 16,000 games in the whole accounts he has. It's scary. I mean, we don't see the bigger picture. Yeah, sometimes we win against those accounts, but you know, I'm not winning anything. I'm just being Smurf stomped. And I think I'll be Smurf stomped again because, you know, the reality is this. I play against 6 accounts and I get smashed on 6 accounts. Like, the game becomes crazy. And I also play sometimes guys who create 2 accounts and already play like super sharp. They're Smurf accounts. Just because you have 10 games in your account, that doesn't mean you're not a Smurf. I also can create a new account, and if it's played by a Smurf account, it's a Smurf account. You know, it's like, I know I play this game well, but if I'm playing against pro players on steroids who pretend to be my elo, I'm going to be completely stumped. We know it. I know it. And nobody's gonna tell me otherwise. Oh, archers. And all with... Okay. I don't have time to make those things. What is this? What? How am I supposed to react against a dude that already has his army matched and fully prepared and... Where is he going? He wants to break in here. You know, I have an idea. What was that? Oh no! This is so bad. I trapped my scout here. So on top of probably fighting a Smurf, I also face these game mechanics that harm me even more. You see, there's nothing I can do about that. The guy is sledging. I don't have blacksmith. I need to do a blacksmith. Blacksmith takes time. What basics? There's nothing to be learned. Like, there's nothing to be learned in this game. The guy is just a fanatic. Dude, what is this? It's like this guy's playing Ethiopians. I also need this. The quantity of things that as I'm required to do. Of course, I have idle time because I don't have 20,000 APMs. I also forget that this guy's a micro god, right? I'm not. I'm just a human being who also does other things on top of playing AoE2. And naturally, I cannot catch him up. because I play like a human person. I don't play like a guy that just smashes buttons. Ah, he's Britons. That explains the aggressiveness of his archers. Oh, it also explains how I'm going to get crushed in this game, right? I would like to know one thing, how many Smurf accounts this game has, and how many times I've got matchmaked with Smurfs. That's one thing I'd like to know. Now he also has skirms. Immense. This is insane. Ah, there's that. Ah, look, he's trying to block my... Disgusting, these wild animals. So many. And of course he's +1 range. I'm not. How am I supposed to react against that? I have less food than him. Oh yeah, I should quit and go next. And I think it's like how many games? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the 7th game because it's not even appearing. And you think that by the 10th game I will have a fair game? I think that by the 10,000 game I might have a fair game. I will not be here by that time. I'll probably be gone fishing to a different game. And then I'll say, oh, I stopped playing Gary 2 because this game was match fixed. The winner was decided before you started. And you always play bad against Smurf accounts. Anyway, what's the point? You're just gonna get better. It's the old advice. Just get better. But it doesn't work. You can't get better against people who know all the tricks. This is the reality. As much as I'd like to say that, hey, you just need to improve, you can't improve. In the other side, you're facing a dude that has like advanced majors in this, and here you have a guy that is trying to study this. One will be outplayed by the other. It's just elite skirms. Oh, well played, Smurf. Ready. It's 25 minutes and he already has every single thing by the book. Yes, I'm open, but I'm not supposed to have everything closed. He doesn't even react. So, another Smurf account. Another Smurf account, the ranker. There you go. Attaboy, keep smurfing. Keep smurfing. Attaboy. You know, I just react how they have to be reacted. This is a Smurf account, and when they tell you, hey, do you see that last night when I just curb stomped Timur by 10 games? I used all my Smurf accounts. Yeah, I did notice. Timur is so fucking stupid. He doesn't even notice that. Like he's an idiot. And you see, he tried to do a tower and something like that. The guy didn't realize that he was just being mega smurfed, and I was even paid to smurf on him. Like, who cares about him? I also forget that he has +2 range or +3. Yeah, right, I can. Look at him. He is destroying my base. Of course, he already has ballistics. The guy is so smart. His base is fully protected. I also don't understand why you get nervous. Dude, I'm facing a Smurf. There's no chance. Like, so even you say that in any ways you're going to lose, dude. If I'm going to lose in any way, it's because I'm facing a match fixer. This is not an 800 player. And let's do a predictable thing. Yay, another game lost. Yay, so another game. And that's how many games? 8, 9, 25, 225 games. Yes. Keep clowning. People are so stupid. You know, yeah, you can try to, like, say I could win. Dude, I can't win. I'm getting smurfed. I'll play Smurf. The day where this game dies, it's because it's only a cesspool of Smurfs. I'm the only non-Smurf player right now. I was 968, I'm 850. If I continue, we'll get to 600. I don't care. Lies. You see, the more you talk, it's always the same thing. And I know that some people like me to lose. I know some people bet me to lose. I know that. And worse, there's even people who want to provoke me so that I lose. And I will have zero yellow, dude. I'll have zero yellow. I don't have any problems. Look, if I stay online, I'm going to get another of these 3K Smurfs who is going to derank and punish me. Exactly. The players, this is the reality. The low elo players are facing the curb stompers, the Smurf streamers, the guys who are 3Ks, and who are clowning you. Just because you don't complain about Smurfs, it doesn't make you the better person. The thing is that I acknowledge that I'm facing opponents who are clowning my elo, or what used to be my elo, and I obviously know it. They're match fixing. Complaining is a good thing. Complaining means that I have perception of what is wrong. You know, we have like a saying where people that don't complain and are always happy, these people are not to be trusted. I don't know. Good luck. I will keep deranking. You know, that's what I do best. I will keep losing. And if this game dies, well, you wonder why the Smurfs take place. I know you like this game, but it's like everything in life, you know? People don't want to listen. People eventually move out. Remember, I started this night at 963 and we're 850 because I will be at 800 or 700 if the stream continues. I don't give a fuck, man. I know that some people just want me to be deranked. But you know, it's them who are looking bad. Because when they look at my at what happened in these games, in each of these games, they'll see he was mega stumped. He was mega stumped. So obviously he's wrong. He feels wrong about that. And I'm always playing with the same civ, so Magyar's tip, you're gonna lose this game because you're playing a Smurf account on his billionth account, and nobody's gonna tell you that because you're stupid. My God. Some people perceive competition as the right to rig your opponent's games. Unfortunately, I tell you guys, we live in a screwed up world. It was not like this a few years ago. And I also tell you that some allowed this degeneracy to take place. Good luck on you. But it's a sign that something much better existed before and it was degraded. Being Smurf is against the code of conduct. And even worse, if you're Smurfing only on deliberate ELO accounts and not on others, then it's even worse. Because it's like you're boosting a few of your friends. No, I'm not quitting, I don't give a fuck. And in the same way, I don't give a fuck about the pro players in this game, because they also don't give a crap about the Smurfs that I'm constantly having to face, who steal me on my elos and all that shit, who pretend that, oh, you need to improve, you play bad. No, I just don't need to play against Smurf accounts, and that's obvious. If my opponent has a main account on 3000 elo, I'm not going to win. Everybody knows that. Unfortunately, some people cannot understand that. And I think they cannot understand because they're corrupt. Corruption is a problem in this game. I'm going to publish this video as an example of the extreme corruption that AoE2 is facing right now, because it's full of Smurfs. It doesn't matter if you play a little bit bad, a little bit good. It doesn't matter. The game is already decided before you even play. So in those circumstances, just report. I'm gonna put this, and it's at least, there will be like 6 or 7 Smurf matches. Now it's gonna be online. It's Smurf, 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 like 7 times that. The reaction is like, it's like if you're undergoing like violation or those things, which is ridiculous. That's not what video gaming should be about. And I'll leave it that as a proof that I'm not having fair games, where other people are having much fair games in my correspondent elos. And I was stolen at least 200 elo points like that in the session, simply. Because I'm facing D-rankers, people who have, I don't know how many Smurf accounts, who play against you so that they rob your elo. And the curious thing is that the very people that rob me of my elo are the same guys who have like pro accounts, who probably stream, who don't like competition, who want to take me down because they don't want any potential players rising. They see you as a threat, and so they curb stomp you to make sure that you are not seen and you are not valued for your work. Cowardice, basically. When you cannot recognize an opponent is good, what do? You try to finish him before he gets good, right? Exactly. Opponent strategies are like insane these days. They're, and I get this guy here I'm facing is also a Smurf. Because why you call yourself a name like that? And if you think he's not a Smurf, dude, all the previous opponents I faced were Mega Smurfs. All. Not one. One single of them was non-smurf. It's scary. You know what I believe? I believe that some of these Smurf accounts are paid to deliberately curb stomp me. By who or by what and by which interests, I have no clue. But I tell you, it's a very, very dirty game taking place. I probably don't even know the smallest part of it. The guy is Hans. He can clown me around. And I probably am going to lose. Because that's what I do best. I lose games. And if I don't lose games, that means I'm about to lose even more games, right? That's what I do. That's my function in this particular game. To play to lose. To be stripped elo of guys who pretend to be an elo they're not. I already think he's a Smurf. So if he's a Smurf, I'm gonna report him. Every account I play is a Smurf account. So I'm just going to report him, Knights of Zion. Like, why you call yourself like that? If it's a Smurf account, it's a Smurf account. He doesn't even know what that's... Already going for the hunting scene? What is this? This guy even pretends that he doesn't know what's a Smurf account. Like, how more ridicule the gaming scene can get. Everybody knows what's a Smurf. And this dude just comes around and say, what's exactly a Smurf? The game is dead. AoE 2 is a dead game. I will have no pity of the people who say that, oh, the game is dead. You kill this game. You don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck, because if you would fight the smurfing issue. And of course, he's infiltrated. He's gonna play. Okay, look. He even plays micro with his little scout. This guy's a smurf. Oh, sure, try. Try me. No. Let's mute him. I don't like to speak with liars. If I'm speaking with a liar, I instantly find out it is a liar. Now he's probably wondering why I don't reply. Because he's a hypocrite. I muted him. Guys, don't give credibility to people who just call you stupid. I'm sending a powerful message by refusing to just go in line with these Smurfs. That was just a lucky oh shit, look at this. So he went for like this is a clown. He goes for the hunting outside. No problem. Score difference is a little bit crazy. Concerning, in fact. Aha! At least I know what's going on here. Aha! Oh, man-at-arms. He's doing counters. What we will do, besides losing 8 or 10 games in a row, we'll do scouts. Against a cesspool of Smurfs. What can be done? Oh shit. No. Get back here. Let's do this. There we go. Okay, that's done. Let's also get this. A little bit of that. I lost the bills, of course, but Ah, the gate is closed. Well, that explains some problems.
Parancs. Szolgálat. Igenis. Igen. Szolgálat. Azonnal. Építkezet. Igen. Igenis. Építkezet.
Parancs gazdálkodok szolgálatára.
Jó napot, megértem. Parancs.
Megyek, fát vágok. Igen, fát vágok. Jó napot.
Igen. Fát vágok.
Parancs. Építkezek.
Szolgálatára. Építkezet. Parancs. Megértem.
Szolgálatára. Gazdálkodok. Jó napot.
Fát vágok. Jó nap. Fát vágok.
Parancs. Építkezek.
Szolgálat. Fát vágok. Igen. Parancs. Jó napot. Igen. Érte. Parancs.
Igenis.
Jó napot. Igen. Építkezek.
Let's see if this works. Let's open.
Igenis. Szolgálatára.
Építkezek.
Értettem.
Azon megyek.
Jó napot. Azonnal. Igen. Építkezek. Igen.
Megyek.
Igenis. Igen.
And it's game over. Well played, Smurf. As usual, the Smurfs win. They only don't win when I don't play the game. Got to delete that,
Azon. Szolgálatára.
Jó nap, parancs.
and I think the game is over, right?
Jó napot. Igen.
Igen, megyek. Építkezek. Parancs. Fát vágok. Szolgálat. Értettem.
It's demoralizing.
Jó napot.
Bányászok. Az értettem. Igen. Bányászok. Fát vágok. Szolgálat. Parancs. Gazdák. Jó napot.
Igen, megyek. Azon megyek. Fát vágok. Azon fát vágok. Szolgálat.
Parancs. Építkezet.
Jó nap. Építgen. Szolgálat. Építgen.
The guy is clowning me. He knows that he's going to stomp me, and it's just
Igen.
giving me a killing blow or something like that. He's not reacting because he doesn't want. You know, it's just so that you understand that I'll kill you slower. That's the only thing I can do. Snatch myself a few bills. I will snatch, of course. I need more. More of these. More of that. Three triple town center Mandela, and I'm going to be obviously 3 archery ranges. Well.
Szolgálatára. Parancs.
Now this idle villager mechanic is a problem, and Smurfs also are a problem in this game. So imagine if you join the two of them. Makes even worse.
Parancs. Asszányolsz. Építkezek.
I killed a few vills, but what are few vills going to do?
Szolgálat. Megyek. Építkezek.
He knows that I've done ballistics. My 2 ballistics themselves.
Jó napot.
Do I have a market or not? Yes, I do. It's going to be a tough game. I think he still has the advantage. The Tarkans. It's all about the thumb. This guy likes the thumb. I need to get them. What's going on here? He decided to go for a different approach.
Jó napot, bányászok. Igen.
Értettem. Építkezek.
Jó napot, építkezek. Szolgálat azonnal. Gazdák, ért bányászok. Építkezek. Igen, azonnal. Építkezek.
Jó napot. Építkezek. Parancs. Megyek. Építkezek.
Szolgálat építkezek. Igen, az igenis. Építkezek.
Igen, az értettem. Építkezek. Szolgál azonnal. Bányász.
Jó nap, bányászok. Parancs.
Igen, uram. Megyek. Bányászok.
Szolgál, értettem. Építkezek.
Misclicks. Also
Parancs.
happens.
Azonnal. Építkezek.
Parancs. Igenis, építkezek. Jó napot, építkezek.
Igen, megyek. Építkezek.
Igen, azonnal. Építkezek. Építkezek.
Oh, these Magyar hussars, they're good.
Szolgálatára. Azon bányászok. Azonnal.
We need stone.
Igen, bányászok. Építkezek. Igen, azonnal. Építkezek. Jó nap, gazdálkodok. Építkezek. Parancs. Igenis. Építkezek. Építkezek.
Jó nap. Megyek. Építkezek. Szolgálatára.
Igenis. Értettem. Építkezek.
Let's go around. He knows I'm going to attack by here.
Azonnal. Építkezek. Építkezek.
Igen, igenis. Építkezek.
Szolgálatára. Igen.
Építkezek.
Jó nap. Építkezek. Szolgálatára. Igen. Jó nap. Értettem. Építkezek.
Szolgál, igenis. Építkezek. Jó napot.
Építkezek.
Parancs. Jó nap, építkezek.
We need also an important technology. This games.
Építkezek.
Unique units. Armors. Of course, Smurf. How could a Smurf not win the game?
Szolgálatára.
Építkezek.
Moving with those.
Jó napot.
Igen, építkezek.
Szolgálat. Épít. Igen, érte. Parancs.
Megyek. Azon
Igen.
fás marad.
Get to Smurf, doesn't give up. It's outspam. Defeated a freaking Smurf. Ah, it was this clown pretending to be one elo, right? This shouldn't be a game that difficult. This is the kind of game I should be getting on 1100 or 1300 elo, or perhaps even more. There you have it. See, no team games. I defeated a Smurf. Amazing. How that happened. How could have this happened? It was amazing. I still defeated a Smurf account on top of all the shit previous Smurfs did. And I was not supposed to win this game. Even though the score shows it, it was only a stump because of some very late game mechanics, not anything else. Anyway, I'm tired, I'm going out, and obviously my elo has like gone 100 elo points down. Crazy. Because Smurfageddon, you can see here, was not that of a stump. It was just in the very late game. Perhaps because I know that Magyars have some, how you call it, meat waves and meat trash units that you can use, which is like the Magyar Hussar. And eventually that will overpower the Hun's economy, but only at a certain given point in time. Anyway, I'm done for now, and I'll see if I'll return. If not to win, at least to play a few games and just spend some time. See you then.